My name is Mohammad Shahzad. I am an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science at North Carolina State University. My research interests broadly lie in the networking and sensing aspects of the Internet of Things. The work that I'm presenting here at this conference is on the sensing aspect of the Internet of Things that I'm working on. More specifically, I'm presenting our work on utilizing existing Wi-Fi infrastructure to recognize human movements and activities that human beings perform in their daily lives. These activities include things like walking, doing daily household chores, and so on. The key idea behind this work behind using Wi-Fi infrastructure to recognize human movements is that whenever a human being moves in an environment, essentially he or she is causing variations to a wireless channel, and these variations can be measured by the conventional Wi-Fi devices. And by measuring and learning these changes due to various human movements, we can recognize these movements when human beings perform them in real time. The key motivation behind doing this work is that as the computing devices are becoming smaller, smarter, and more ubiquitous, computing has started to embed into our environments. And we need new ways to communicate and interact with this computing that is embedding into our environment. And one of the ways in which human beings communicate is through using gestures. So that's our idea here, that we want to utilize these gestures to utilize these gestures to communicate with this computing embedded in our environment. Another motivation for doing the same thing is that with the help of this Wi-Fi infrastructure, we can basically recognize different movements, which can be then used to adapt the environment to various postures or various activities that users are doing. For example, if a user is sleeping, then we can adapt that environment. We can reduce the intensity of the lights or the temperature and so on. And yet another motivation is to help the elderly age in place. We can monitor their activities, such as if, for example, they fall down, we can call appropriate numbers to intimate them about such a situation. These kind of things, this whole system is basically designed to be non-invasive, so that we don't have to put anything on the users. We just basically monitor their activities without actually having to put anything on the users. So in future, we are working on basically making our systems more robust.